Cloudcast Media.
Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media. We are pleased to have in the studio one of our finest chefs, cooks, everything that's in between, and cannot wait to hear the story of Ragna's table. How you doing, Ragna Stamm'ler?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
We're honored and joined by your son, Shane Stamm'ler Adamson. How you doing, Shane?
Great to be here on such an honored community podcast.
Well, you're very, very kind. Joined by my co-host, Madison Mayes. She is going to be an incoming freshman at LSU, majoring in a whole bunch of stuff, but mainly neuroscience. She's got a great background in communication as well. So she's already done one co-hosting performance. How'd you enjoy the first one?
The first one was great. I'm glad I got to dabble in it, meeting everyone, meeting new people. I had fun.
Beautiful. I know you have a question for Ragna.
Okay, so what's the mission of your organization, Ragna?
Well, I love to make good home-cooked, healthy meals for people. And I know that a lot of people just don't have the time. And it's something I love to do. I have a passion for. And so that's what I'm doing.
So when did this epiphany happen? When you were 6, 7, 17, 32? You're not even 32 yet. So
yeah. Well, I've been passionate about it for a long time, but I didn't decide to do anything about it until February of this year.
My goodness. So what was it, Shane, who convinced you? Someone must have done the tipping point. And who was that?
Yeah, it was my mom. She comes here 3 months out of the year, and she saw that I'm always in the kitchen. I'm always cooking. I'm always trying to feed people. And I was kind of at a point in my life where I wanted to do something with it.
So where's your mom from?
From the Netherlands.
Okay, Netherlands. Okay, so she comes out 3 times a year.
Yeah, but she's living in Canada, so she comes from Canada.
Where in Canada?
Vernon, BC.
Very good. My mom's a Canuck. She was born in Saskatchewan. Thank you very much. Go Canucks. Love the Canadians. So did you learn all of your, chef acumen, cooking acumen, everything in between acumen from your mom?
Actually, no, I did not. I was not usually allowed in the kitchen while she was cooking, but she made wonderful meals, and we traveled around and had meals from all different kinds of countries. So I just always loved food.
Interesting. So she loved to make food from other countries, right?
Yeah.
Any reason what got her into this? She just loved to cook?
Well, we also moved around a lot. Okay. So I lived in 9 different countries, and so we always ate the food from the country and traveled around a lot. And yeah.
So Shane, does your mom let you in the kitchen?
She does, and I think I should take more in her steps, trying to help her with the meals actually, because she's always cherished any interest that I've had in food.
That's good. What food do you like to eat the most? And then what food do you like to cook the most? And they may be one and the same or maybe not.
Yeah, I really don't cook, but I want to.
Well, you can help prepare, correct? A sous chef, maybe, no?
I would love to help my mother prepare, and I think I'll be doing a lot more of that this summer. As for what food I'm into, it's different every time. I ask her to make the same thing when I really like it, but it's different every single night. And so I'm here for it. I love all of it.
Very, very good. So Madison, do you like to cook?
I love to bake. I'm a little impatient. I love to eat. So
Same.
I love to eat. I'm a little impatient, but I do love to bake, and I can cook. I can do a little something.
So you're going to be going to LSU. I'll just tell you right now, as I mentioned to you before, Madison, I've been fortunate and honored to go to New Orleans every year for a Jazz and Heritage Festival. And Ragna knows this as well. The food in New Orleans is absolutely unbelievable. They've been doing this for a long time. You going to Baton Rouge, not too far from you're going to get some amazing food.
Right. My dad's always already telling me, what is it called? Like the freshman, you get big your freshman year. I was like, no, I'm going to work out. Because my dad, he's the one that loves to cook. He has a big passion for it.
Oh my goodness. You're going to come back with some recipes from Baton Rouge that are going to be wonderful on this. So, Ragna, is there a certain type of food you like cooking more than other, or you'll cook anything?
I like a challenge, but and so I like to cook anything. So since I started in February, I have soup and bread Tuesdays, and there's always a complimentary surprise dessert from that country. And on Thursday, I have international meals. And so far, I think I've made 20, and every week it's a different country. I have not done the same country twice.
Yeah. Question, Madison?
Oh, I do have a question. How did you acquire the skills to learn how to cook? Like, do you follow recipes? Do you watch people? Like, how did you?
All of it. I'm obsessed. Anytime you see me on the computer, it's because I'm looking at recipes. I'm learning things. I'm, trying to get better at everything. And yeah, I'm just kind of obsessed with it.
So then you make the food at home. Is that correct? No?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And so now do people order and then come and pick it up at your house?
Exactly right.
Okay, very good. Yeah. And so there's got to be a limit. I mean, you can't cook for 400 people, can you?
Yeah, no, that's very true. Well, I have something called a MECO license, which is from the County of San Diego.
Okay.
And you need to have certain things to legally do this.
Right.
And so I had to have a food management certificate, which I had,
right.
And I had to have the health inspector come to the home to make sure everything is proper. And so I have that, my MECO license, and it allows you to have 90 meals that you sell a week, or up to 30 a day.
How many have you done in a day?
I think my max so far has been 20 something.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, I had to buy very big pots. And
I was going to say, so Shane, did the kitchen get transformed into something that was massive, like a restaurant-sized kitchen?
Yeah, it's like the kitchen's fit for a giant. I mean, the pot you see, it's like a wheelbarrow, essentially.
Oh my God. So, and obviously cooking in your regular, pot that you buy at Vaughn's or whatever, a little bit different than the pot you use and all that. How hard was it to, cook in something as so big? It's a whole different experience, is it not?
It is. And I have to put it on 3 pits on the stove for the one pot, and so I learned how to do that. And now when I cook in a regular pot, I feel so silly. It's like, this is not going to be enough for us because I'm so used to these huge pots.
Right. So when you go ahead and decide, now, are you cooking 7 days a week? How many days do you cook?
I do cook 7 days a week, but 2 for the community.
2 for the community.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 for the community, right. Yeah. And on those 2 days for the community, is that what the family's going to have that night?
Oh, yes.
Okay, by the way, no special orders, correct? Is that right?
No, not really. I mean, if someone wants something on the side as opposed to on top, or, I try to work with people, but...
And how much do you take from the community to say, hey, if you haven't done short ribs, or you haven't done, do you do Chinese food too?
Yeah.
So my father was a medical doctor, and on Wednesdays, very few people know this. The people who've known me for a long time do. He and his doctor friend would cook a gourmet meal every Wednesday for about 25 people, and they go down to Chinatown in L.A. and have a 7-course meal every Wednesday. He got written up in a food
nice
magazine and all that. So he loved doing it from scratch on that aspect of it. Would you do the same if it was a Chinese meal? Would you go up early and get all the ingredients and make it, or how does that work?
Oh, absolutely. Everything. I try to do mostly organic, actually, as well. And yeah, I'm shopping all the time.
Right, exactly. So the food that you serve is always organic and healthy, obviously.
It's
correct?
Mostly organic. Sometimes I can't get something organic, but anything I can is organic. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So Shane, where do you see yourself fitting? You want to get more involved in the business, is that correct?
Yes, definitely.
Where do you see you can be the biggest help?
Probably food preparation or something that doesn't require the years of mastery that my mom has acquired.
He's a good tester too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to that question in a second. People who've known me say, you have no palate for anything, Drew, except for eating bad stuff. I go, okay, I'll live with that. But you have to have a palate, right? So does Shane have a good palate to tell?
He really does. He has a great palate.
I've grown up on this stuff. I mean, even when I was a baby, as soon as I graduated from milk, my mother was making me food from like a gourmet cookbook for babies and just blending it up. But it wasn't stuff that you buy from a store. I was eating the same stuff, just blended up. So that's all I've known.
I guess great. We're chatting with Shane Stamm'ler Adamson, the son of Ragna, who is the brains, everything else behind Ragna's table. Just has amazing food. Been doing this since February?
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Well, you've been doing it a lot longer than that.
For sure.
The business just since February. I'm Drew Schlosberg. You're listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show. We are the nation's longest running community podcast. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. 60 years of doing great things in the community. They deal a lot with food insecurity. They deal with the financial literacy, art, everything in between, joined by my co-host, Madison Mays, an incoming freshman at Louisiana State University. So you do these meals, what days a week?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay. So in between, how much of your time is spent shopping for the food?
Quite a bit.
Right. And so when you say that, so you have next Tuesday's your next meals up. Do you already know the menu?
Oh, yes. It's on the website. It's Indonesian called soto ayam, which is a chicken soup.
It's a chicken soup. Okay. So you'll make chicken soup for how many?
We'll wait to see how many people order, but probably around 20-something.
So you don't make the food until you know what the order is, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And when is the deadline for putting in an order?
Well, I say Sunday, but I usually can squeeze a few people in closer to. I kind of count on that.
Right. So then when did you post the food for Tuesday?
On Wednesday morning.
So Wednesday morning, it's all set.
Yeah.
Okay. How about for Thursday?
Friday morning.
So, okay. I mean, today you already did it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what's coming up?
It's going to be Greek.
It's going to be Greek.
Yes.
And then there's like a spoiler alert. You can't say what it is yet.
Oh, no, I can.
Okay.
It's a garlic and lemon Greek chicken thighs. And then there's going to be a black bulgur on the bottom and a bean paste on top.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, Shane, do you have any brothers and sisters?
No, I'm an only child.
Okay, are you lucky? I'm going to tell you that. Well, not only you're not lucky because you're only child, you're lucky because you get to the beneficiary of all of this over here. Now, do your friends come to the house and say you got the coolest mom in the world?
I was throwing out the idea with some of my friends to bring them over. I think there's a lot of hesitation towards trying new things. And I think that's where my mother's business is so important. I mean, even like a few weeks ago, she made something from Iran, and it allowed Iranian people in the community to share some of their culture with others. So my mother's like a catalyst for an exchange of culture between different people. And to answer your question, I would love to have more people over and to help them see their own heritage manifested in food.
You know, when we come back from a break, I want to talk more about what Shane just said, because, heaven forbid we actually chat with each other and we appreciate everybody else's culture. And of course, when you talk about culture, one of the first things people talk about are food in that aspect of it. I know Madison has a question for you on the micro enterprise aspect of it, and to delve into that. And then think about this. What I'll ask you in the second half is, A, how can we support your efforts? Obviously, buy the food, of course, and sign up. There's no question about it. And what advice would you give to entrepreneurs that want to get into what you're doing? Not everyone can do it, of course, but some advice on that. We return with Ragna Stamm'ler. She is the chef and founder of Ragna's Table, joined by her son, Shane Stamm'ler Adamson. I'm Drew Schlosberg. You've been listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show. We are the longest running community podcast in the nation, 19 years and counting, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. We will be right back.
When you do your banking with Mission Fed, you get great rates on auto and home loans. That's good for you, but something good also happens for a lot of other people. We're not for profit, so we put money back into the community to help lots of great nonprofits to keep San Diego strong. So you're not just getting something good, you're doing something good. Come to Mission Fed. It's banking that's good for all.
Brand amplification is the DNA of Cloudcast Media. And our code is the powerful blending of sound, voice, and storytelling to lift local brands and their communities. Whether it is our Brandcast, Schoolcast, or Causecast platforms, the unifying ethos is all about this community, the one you call home. If you dare to dream and want to explore the brand amplification of Cloudcast, a national leader in local podcasting and other Winfluence strategies, please visit us at cloudcast.us.
I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. Now in our 19th year, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. We are with Ragna Stamm'ler, the chef and founder of Ragna's Table, joined by her son, Shane Stamm'ler Adamson. I'm honored to have as my co-host Madison May, as she'll be an incoming freshman at LSU. Madison, you got a question?
I do. Can we talk more about MECO? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Your micro enterprise organization?
Yeah, I'm not a representative for it, but it's something that the County of San Diego, I guess, started. I believe it was during COVID time to help people like myself who love to cook start their own business and do so safely.
Yeah, I think, and I know Madison has a follow-up question as well on this, but it's obviously a lot of hours you put into this, correct?
Yes, definitely.
You start at 7 in the morning and you're not done until 7 at night?
Exactly.
10 at night, and that's it. Well, it's a love. You don't look at it as work. You love doing this.
It's a passion. Otherwise, it would be, you wouldn't feel the love. You just couldn't do it if there was no passion.
Right. So how many stores? I mean, you go to specialty stores, you go to farm labs, you go to...
Yeah, that's a great question. I do go to regular stores, Costco, Trader Joe's and all those. But there's also some other stores I go to, like the restaurant store. But I have to say I was a little disappointed because I didn't walk out with much. It's a place that only restaurants are allowed to shop at. But there was nothing organic there. So I kind of walked out empty-handed.
It has to be organic. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Madison?
Oh, yeah. So basically, how does your location work? If when people put in their order, where do they go to get the food?
So they come to my home, and it's between 4 and 6 that they can pick up their meal.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right, exactly. And so they do this. So Shane, are you the one making sure that they're not doing something nefarious and not coming in the house and taking all the food?
Well, we have really trusted people come to our house. We build relationships with the community, I would say. So there's no sketchy people coming in. And if they are sketchy, or if they are unfamiliar, I should say, they're quickly family.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So the price is up there too on what it costs to buy this stuff, right?
Yeah, all the meals are always $20.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, very, very good. So the neighbors, do they think they get special attention because they're your neighbor? And the answer is yes, of course they do. Okay.
We have a wonderful cul-de-sac, and a lot of them are supporting me as well, and it's really nice.
Oh man, I think this is fantastic. What words would you say to somebody who says, I want to do this, I love to cook, this sounds like a lot of fun, and it is fun for you, but you know what you're doing though, of course.
Yeah.
What are some of the pitfalls and what are some of the blessings about what you do?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, I would advise people to, if they want to do this, to make sure that it is a passion, because it is going to take a lot of your time, a lot of your love, to do it legally, to apply for the MECO and make sure that you're doing everything right, and to just go for it if it's really something you want to do, like I did.
Yeah, Madison?
Can we talk about your long-term goal of your organization? Do you be a restaurant, food truck? Are you content? Or you haven't thought?
You know what? I haven't really given that a lot of thought. I'm just really enjoying what I'm doing. I'm kind of seeing where things go. I've had other companies before, and I still do. I'm an entrepreneur. I love to just start things and kind of see where things go.
So how much of the entrepreneurship has rubbed off on you, Shane? Have you started your own business yet?
I'm trying, actually.
In what area?
Well, I don't want to give my to-be competitors a head start here.
So Brandon, my producer, is taking notes right now on this over here. He's an entrepreneur himself, so it's all good. So can you give us sort of the 80,000 foot level? What it's going to be in?
Yeah, I'll connect with Brandon afterwards to talk about entrepreneurship. But yes, so basically, I'm trying, because my competitors are fierce, and I'm going to try to do some blitz scaling. I'm reading the book so that I can, like, as soon as they take note, I want to get established. But basically, like, I'm opening up a new demographic to a commonly offered service, and it's actually community focused. It allows it actually creates more entrepreneurs and allows people at a young age to start making value off of stuff that they're good at.
First of all, you get an A+ for not spilling the beans and just whetting people's appetite, because now it's there's the things we can do. We're not going to do 20 questions so we get it out of you. That's not going to happen on this. Would you promise, once you launch this, to come back on the show?
It would be an honor.
Consider it done. So we can say that you sort of broke the news here today on June the 6th, but more to hear about that down the road. So Ragna, again, you got to have a lot of characteristics to do what you're going to do. And, as we heard from my other co-host, Sophia, who's an award-winning filmmaker, and Madison, who's dabbled in this stuff as well, you got to have sort of thick skin if you're going to get in your field, correct? Making stuff, because people could be a little critical, correct?
Knock on wood, so far I haven't had that, but I'm sure if that ever happens, I'm going to be a little sad.
Okay, yeah. Well, listen, people have different tastes and all that.
For
business,
sure.
And you never know. Have you ever made something and you're so excited? You got Indonesian coming out. Was that
on Tuesday?
On
yes.
Tuesday, right? And you go, man, this is going to be great. And all of a sudden, you're cooking this and you go, this is not going to be great. Can you make a right turn and change it to now you're going to do something from Italy?
Well, I can't do that because I've promised Indonesian, but I do, if that happens, I'm like, how can I fix this and how can I make it better? And at the end, I'm always happy with the result. But there are times where I'm like, oh boy, this is not exactly where I wanted it to go. And then I kind of, make changes until it is how I want it.
I got that, Shane.
Yeah, I just wanted to shine some light on something here. And I don't want to get in trouble afterwards.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But basically every time, and it's not because my mother doesn't love it, it's because she loves it so much. She's like clockwork. Every Tuesday and Thursday, she's like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And she goes right back to garnishing the dessert, getting everything ready, perfecting the plating. And by the time people start showing up, it's all, how's your family doing? How has your week been? She ends up hearing a lot of positive feedback, and she ends up feeling better about it. But her consistent consciousness of, is this going to turn out? Am I going to please my community? Really shed some light on just how much she cares.
And that's what a tribute from your son. My goodness, couldn't get that any better. We're chatting with Ragna Stamm'ler. She's the chef and founder of Ragna's Table, joined by her son, Shane Stamm'ler Adamson. I'm Drew Schlosberg, listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, nation's longest running community podcast. We're in our 19th year, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Madison, I know you have another question.
Oh, I was wondering, so before you initially serve what you're making or what's ordered, do you make like a smaller portion to test it, or do you kind of go with the flow?
I've usually tested everything before, but yeah, so it's not usually the first time I'm making something, but I don't pre-make it and try it and then make it again on the same day or the day before.
Okay, so you usually know what it's going to come out. So
yeah.
So how many different types of meals have you made since February?
I think it's about 40 maybe.
Oh my goodness. So you have your map of the world and you got the little pins on where I did this. Okay. We haven't done Mozambique this year.
Yeah.
Or we haven't done whatever.
I think it'll get there because on Thursdays when I make sure it's always from a different country, there's still a lot to go. I've made 20 Thursday meals. So there's a lot of countries still that I haven't done.
Very good, Madison.
And speaking of countries,
yes.
So I know like with certain cultures, there's like harder flavors to master. What do you think's been the hardest flavor to master, or from which country?
Well, that's a great question, but I'm not sure sure that I've found one yet. I always make sure that, like, I made Ethiopian food, and I make sure I get the right spices that are the Ethiopian ones. And I'll go high and low to find them because I want to make it as authentic as possible.
Yeah. See, we usually, Brandon has heard this, my associate producer, many times. He's been doing this for a while. And we usually have a rule that you can't talk about food unless Drew's had something to eat. Right now, I can't wait to jump into those bags over there and have some food. Ragna, Stamm'ler, what a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much.
Just inspired by what you're doing. And Shane, cannot wait to hear about your entrepreneurial product that you'll do. And we will hold that under covers until you are at that squared away, but wishing you nothing but great success. How do we support your efforts, Ragna?
It'd be great if people could take a look at my website, which is ragnastable.com, and just see if there's anything coming up that you enjoy and sign up for it and give it a try. I'm lucky that people that try the food are regular clients now, and I just like to keep doing that.
So do you take requests from some folks sometimes?
I haven't received one yet.
You're gonna. Okay, you're gonna. You can receive one from the host of the Spotlight on the Community
Show. Oh, lovely.
Show.
Okay.
Exactly. You might say, "Sorry, Nick's not doing that."
Maybe.
But I got some ideas.
Oh, good.
On this. Okay.
I like a challenge.
Yeah, we'll do that. No, you'll be able to handle this one pretty easily.
Oh, good.
So, in my opinion. So, Ragna Stamm'ler, what a pleasure chatting with you. Shane, wishing you nothing but great success. Madison, excellent job co-hosting again. I hope you're enjoying this.
I am, especially because this is about food. I love that. I'm about to look at your website right now.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy the next one too. It's all about the education and entrepreneurship and so forth. I'm Drew Schlosberg of Cloudcast Media. I've been listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show. And we're now in our 19th year, longest community podcast in the nation, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. 6 decades of doing great things for people living in San Diego County. We hope you enjoyed it.
You've been listening to an episode of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego community. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
Cloudcast Media.